everybody, and welcome to this week's complete singing session. So, usual format, nice easy song at the beginning, easy song at the end, and something a little bit harder work sandwiched in the middle. But as usual, what we need to do is get you going with a warm-up. It's nice and easy, it's just this pattern. It's just three different sounds, L, M and N, and it's about sort of putting pressure behind the noise that you're making. Well, not noise, but you know what I mean. Pressure behind the sound that you're making. So I'm going to start with an L, so tongue is up on the roof of the mouth. I'm going to go, be nice and smooth, don't bounce, don't go, try and make it a nice rich sound. Think of the sound coming from there, not, don't go all thin and up there, but, then we move higher, and obviously breathe between them, but when you breathe, don't breathe with the tongue still on the roof of your mouth, on your face like that, so don't go, and sort of suck air in. Really open mouth, drop the jaw to breathe in, and then reset the position. So really, yes, a little surprise there to hold the last note. You should really feel muscles down there, diaphragm, abdominal muscles, having to really work as you hold that last note. So same pattern. This time to those of you that sing with me will know when you hum anything, what I don't want to be, it's not a really sort of thin, it's not one of those, but you need to really pursue it, quite forceful. It's like someone's made a fairly stupid suggestion, you go, right, this nearly always goes with a head movement and a nodding, So lots of pressure, really forcing them together, and it's one of these things your nose should tingle. And obviously, like with the when you breathe between them, really open everything up to breathe in. Don't go, and then try and draw in some breath through the nose. So you really open the mouth wide to breathe between them. Ready, go. So final thing, done the L and the M. It's obviously the it's quite angular, quite sort of angry. Don't go jaws quite sort of locked in position. Tongue really front sort of flat section at the front of the tongue, forced up on the roof of the mouth. And you have to put all the pressure comes there. You have to really tense your muscle groups there. Frowny. So don't think of making a nice sound. It's not a not very nice, but ready. So, first proper song then, something we do quite regularly, those people that sing with me, is the opening song from Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Floor. It's Comedy Tonight. It's got this lovely sense of drive all the way through. In fact, I say it was the opening song. When they first, when the show first started, this wasn't in there. And several of the reviews said what it lacked was a blockbuster song. And this was added on, and in fact, it gets used at various points in the show. It becomes the entr'acte and the overture and all sorts of things. Great song. And have lots of drive, and you've got to separate everything. Something familiar. Don't do something familiar. Yeah, but something think of always pushing them from there. Ha, 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 like that. Something familiar, something peculiar. Particularly when you get to something for everyone, a comedy. Don't do comedy tonight, comedy tonight, comedy, comedy, comedy. Really hard cut on it. Comedy tonight, something appealing. So really, really big, dum, 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 like that. Think of hammering every single note. So let's do that first paragraph. Ready? Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. In contrast here, nothing with kings, nothing with crowns, nothing with kings, nothing with crowns. Go all Shakespearean on me suddenly, long vowels. So not nothing with kings, nothing with kings, nothing, kings, nothing, nothing. Think of a GZ. Nothing with kings, nothing with crowns. Bring on the lovers, liars and clowns. So real contrast. So that section, and nothing with kings, nothing with crowns. Bring on the lovers, liars and clowns. Then it's back to the first tune. Old situations, careful old situations, old situations, no complications. Then this line, nothing portentous or polite. Yeah, lovely shift there. Nothing portentous or polite. And then big long tragedy. Really dramatic though. If you can roll your R's. Nothing portentous or polite. Tragedy tomorrow, comedy tonight. So let's do that section. Old situations and old situations, no complications. Nothing portentous or polite. Tragedy tomorrow, comedy tonight. And then basically, the second section, exactly the same thing, just different words. And if you want to make something out of it with a convulsive, something convulsive, no, act it out. Something convulsive and something repulsive. Really that bit of Wilfrid Bramble about it. Something convulsive, something repulsive, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Then the same thing with something aesthetic. You're most beautiful, something aesthetic. And then something frenetic. So really frenetic there. So it's all about, dramatise the words. Don't just, something convulsive, something repulsive, oh, lovely. Act it all out. So let's do that section. Something convulsive and something convulsive, something repulsive, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something aesthetic, something frenetic, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Then it's the nice smooth legato section. Nothing of gods, nothing of gods and nothing. It's not the DZ, it's the Z's transitioning into the next bit. Nothing of gods, nothing of fate. Witty affairs will just have to wait. And then when you get to the last section, nothing that's formal, nothing that's formal. No recitations to recite. Join the last two lines together. Open up the curtain, a comedy. Open up the curtain, a comedy. Long N. Open up the curtain, a comedy tonight. And a really vicious cut off at the end. Open up the curtain, a comedy tonight. So let's do it all the way through from beginning. Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Nothing with kings, nothing with crowns. Bring on the lovers, liars and clowns. No situations, no complications, nothing portentous Excellent, so hopefully that's got everything really, really warmed up. Got an old favourite now. I just need to change the transposition back to normal, otherwise it's very low. So it's Keep You in Peace. Lovely, lovely. Just avoid, please don't turn it into a drinking song. Please don't go, won't be the sun that shines upon you. It's not that, it's a lovely, long, smooth lyrical line. Won't be the sun that shines upon you. Then careful, second line slightly different. Soft be the wind, soft be the winds as they breathe on you. And as I've told lots of you before, that sound is very, very important. One of my music teachers when I was at school, a chap called Johnny Walker, who'd been a choral scholar at King's, Cambridge, used to tell the story that Boris Ord, who was master of the choristers when he was there, used to say that that sound should sound like a mouse farting at the far end of the antechapel. So it's a very controlled sound. You know, I know you've got this, can never say that without a mental image of this little mouse scurrying in, but soft be the winds, don't soft, not a long f, but soft be the winds as they breathe on you. And do each line in one breath. Third line the same as the first. Smooth be the road that rise before you, and then lead you in a peace till we meet again. So let's do that whole first section. Warm, ready, 1, 2. Warm be the sun that shines upon you. Soft be the winds as they breathe on you. Smooth be the road that rise before you. Lead you in a peace till we meet again. And then when we get to the middle section of the verse, just remember all three lines are slightly different. So the first one, may you have shelter in a storm to hide you. Quite up and down. And again, try to go, may you have shelter in storm. Yeah, don't separate them. And try not to breathe after storm. It's quite a long breath. You get a really, really good breath in. May you have shelter in a storm to you. And you'll get through it in one breath. If you chop it up, may you have shelter in storm, you'll run out of breath. So really smooth. So that line. May you have shelter in a storm to hide you. And then the next one. May you have stars in the night. So it doesn't go back up. To guide you. So that line. May you have stars in the night to guide you. And then the third one, may you have ever a friend beside you. So it's that bum rhythm, very quick note. May you have ever, and the key is don't chop the v off the ever. Don't go, may you have ever a friend and stop. Sing through the v. May you have ever a friend beside you. So that line, and may you have ever a friend beside you. Then this one, lead you in a peace till we meet again. So let's do that whole section. May you have shelter in, and may you have shelter in a storm to hide you. May you have stars in the night to guide you. May you have ever a friend to guide you. So make up the words. Keep you in a peace till we meet. Yeah, sorry, you know I do this sometimes. Completely make up the words. So that third line. May you have ever a friend beside you. And then obviously the fourth line, it's the same as with the chorus. Keep you in peace till we meet again. And then we repeat the chorus at the end. But what we do when we get to the last line, really, really slow it down. So you've done, warm, warm be the sun that shines upon you. Soft be the winds as they breathe on you. Smooth be the road that rise before you. Keep you in a peace, and take a breath there, till we meet the breath till later on in the line. Take the breath after peace. Keep you in a peace. And plenty of time for the breath. Don't sort of charge on rhythmically. Keep you in a peace till we meet again. So it just brings it to a lovely close. Now those people that sing with me regularly, there's a little descant part for sopranos that fits over the top, and if you're on the YouTube channel, if you look earlier on in the year, on Keep You in Peace, there'll be an extra little video for soprano part. It sort of warbles over the top, so everyone else has the tune. Warm be the sun, go, warm be the sun, and so on. But if you look back on the video, and I'll play the accompaniment, so if you want to, ladies who usually sing soprano, you can sing that over the top. So let's do it all the way through from the beginning. Lovely, so third and final song. Thought I normally end with something fairly sort of lively and bombastic, but actually sometimes it's nice to end with something a little bit more reflective. Sorry, excuse me, having a swig of tea. I've been going on at you about this with central heating and things at this time of year. Do have some water or a cup of tea or something with you while you're singing, and take regular swigs of it. So easy with centrally heated air to get really, really dehydrated. So, yes, it's What a Wonderful World. Fabulous song. Absolutely fabulous song. And really, basically, what you just have to be is over the top. You can't be, I see trees of green. Oh, how lovely. Can't do any of that. I see trees, I see trees of green. Red roses, soft R, quarter of the mouth. Red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful. And when you get to world, shape the note. So lovely arch shape, really grow into it, and then tail off gently. So really, really over the top. Then it's the same tune again. I see skies of blue, and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Then it's a bit more movement. The colours of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? It's a big build up there. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? And then it really relaxes back down. Verily saying, I love you. And you could do the slide if you want. And then back to that first tune. I hear babies cry. I'll watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I want you to be really over the top. I want the twiddle. Yes, I think to myself. Yeah, really over the top. Yes, I think to myself. What a wonderful... And normally I tell you off for taking a breath before I last beat, but here you can do it. What a wonderful world. So, as over the top as you could possibly do it, and just really, that ending, just draw it out as much as possible, particularly the twiddle. Think to myself, with the L, what a wonderful world. Lots and lots of that going on. I think I was saying in a Zoom choir yesterday that, gents, you can do your miserable old git impression. What a wonderful world. Yeah. I mean, obviously not just men can be miserable gits, it's entirely possible, but the sort of stereotype I mean. So all the way through from beginning, just really wallow in it and enjoy it. I see trees of green, red roses too. I'll see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I'll watch them grow. They'll love much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful Well, I do hope you've enjoyed this week's singing session. As ever, please do send me suggestions for songs that you'd like me to feature. Otherwise, take care. Hope to see you soon.